So you might ask why it's so important to use hand gel and use it correctly, or soap and use it correctly. So in this example, what we're going to do is, you see my hands, we're going to use a little bit of red ink or red paint, and this is going to signify any sort of virus or pathogen or bug that we might have on our hands. So I've gone around the village, or I've gone around somewhere and I've been opening doors, and now I've got a little bit of virus or a good bit of virus on my hands. Now if I get hand gel or soap, and imagine this is the hand gel, so I'm going to use a black paint and I pop it onto my hand here. So, and if I just do this, which most people do, they just rub it on their hands like that, and they open their fingers and they might run their fingers into each other a little bit. Okay, now you can see there's a lot of black on my hands, which is the good antibacterial hand gel or the soap, but there's still an awful lot of virus. So let's say if I'm going to open this drinks bottle, this little sports bottle, let's see how much red paint gets on here. So I've taken it with my right hand, now I've put my finger into the cap here, I've opened the cap, and I'm going to bring it up to my face. I'm going to hold the cap open, and then I'm going to squeeze it as though I've taken a drink. Now let's see how much of red ink is going to be on there. So we can see we've now put an awful lot of what's potentially going to be bugs and viruses or anything that we might get into our system and make us sick. The principles for using hand gel and soap are pretty much the same. It's all about spreading the soap and hand gel to every part of our hands. For washing our hands, it should take about 20 seconds. For hand gel, it can be a little bit quicker once we have the right technique and once we get every part of our hand covered with the hand gel before it evaporates. So what we're going to do is we pop the hand gel or the soap onto our hands. Okay, and it's really good to build up a bit of a routine and a little bit of a pattern that you use every single time that you do this. So what we're going to do is we initially spread the hand gel quickly around our palms, and then we're going to go to the back of our hands. We're going to try and go about 4 or 5 times over the back, and we're going to go right up onto the wrist. The wrists are always important to get, and they're forgotten a lot of the time. So we're going to go right hand over left and then left hand over right. And while we're on the back of the hand, we can just slide down, and what we can do then is rub down through the backs of our fingers, getting our thumb along the outside edge of the hand, and then we're going to go the opposite hand. Then what we're going to do, we're going to flip over and we're going to interlock our fingers, and up you'll see I'm sliding from one side to the other, one side to the other. I'm going to do that a few times. Then I'm going to grab my thumb. Really important to grab our thumb. And we just corkscrew it, we just twist it into the palm and web spacing of the other hand. And then we're going to do the same with the other hand. Grabbing the thumb, making sure that we're covering the thumb. And you'll see even after doing all that, I've still got little blue sections that aren't covered in hand gel. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to grab the tips of my fingers and I'm going to rub the fingers together like that. Okay, there I'm getting my knuckles, I'm getting my fingertips. Okay, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to clasp my fingers together and I'm going to roll them around in the palm of my hand, trying to almost lift the soap or the gel under my fingertips, and I'm going to do the same on the other side. And then if I'm washing my hands, ideally I'm going to be using a tap that I can use my elbows with. I'm going to rinse off the soap, okay, but you can see every part of my hand here is covered in nice black hand gel or soap. I can wash the soap off. If I've gotten all those parts all the way up around the wrist with the hand gel, I can be sure that I'm not going to be spreading or catching any bugs.